hours in a desperate condition. Even before my morning was over, I had to search for a job to support my family. Various temptations came my way, where a rich woman had sent an ugly proposal to end my days of poverty, which I sternly rejected. Soon, rumors started circulating in our society that I had started drinking to overcome my grief, which was totally untrue. And then my guru tests my spirituality by making me pray to Divine Mother for money to remove my worldly wants. But even in this dire circumstance, each time I prayed, I could ask only for the ultimate knowledge, but not money. I am at the lowest point of my life, and I have become despondent. Death can come any moment and engulf us all. So, does one's worldly achievements like reputation, position, and popularity in one's life really matter? What is the way now?
उत्तिष्ठत जाग्रत
I am Kala, the phenomenon of time, and I have been witnessing everything that happens since the beginning of this universe. I see many of the modern problems that humans face now can be solved by ancient solutions. I would like to share with you an ancient story of a dialogue between student and teacher, which identifies the real nature of human beings and their true purpose in life. Great personalities across generations have been inspired by this story, and their lives have changed. In those ancient days, teaching was not a mere academic exercise, stuffing your brain by imparting external worldly knowledge, capable of nourishing only your worldly life. This ancient education, imparted by a teacher, illumines the mind of a student, just like lighting of one lamp by another lamp. Many of you may be masters in so-called modern science, but with this story, you can get to know the eternal science that will teach you the fundamental principles of life. The student in this story is a young boy named Nachiketa, and he had got one of the world's greatest teachers, Yama, the Lord of Death. Once upon a time, there lived a sage named Vajashravas. He had a son named Nachiketa. Nachiketa started going to a Gurukula where the teacher taught him the invaluable lessons of life through Upanishadic scriptures. He was keen on learning the intricacies of life and death, and many times he used to think deeply and wonder.
Is there a life after death? Some say there is, some say there isn't. What is the truth? How can I find an answer to this question? There must be a way.
Time went by. One day, Nachiketa's father wanted to conduct one of the greatest sacrifices in which he would give away everything he possesses. But he was not sincere in his sacrifice. Instead of giving the best, he was giving away old cows, barren, blind and lame, which were not of use to him. The spirit of the sacrifice was indeed lost.
My father, by offering these old cows, he will go to the dark world of misery. As a dutiful son, shouldn't I protect my father? If I can sacrifice my life, I can save my father. Father, to whom will you give me?
What does he mean? A father giving away his own son?
Father, the sacrifice has to be done, right? So, to whom will you give me?
What? Is he mocking my sacrifice?
I insist, Father. To whom will you give me?
I will give you to Yama, the god of death.
Yes, Father, at your command.
Oh no, what have I done? My son, don't leave me. Out of anger I said so. I've made a grave mistake.
Father, do not grieve. Truth has to be upheld. And with your blessings, let me go to Yama's world, abode of death.
श्रद्धा निवेश श्रद्धा आस्तिक बुद्धिरा विवेश श्रद्धा निवेश
Nachiketa reached Yama's world, but then Yama was not at home. He waited for 3 days with no food or water, and then Yama returned and finds that Nachiketa, as a guest, has not been received well at his place. Now, Yama wants to repent for his mistake. He grants him 3 boons. Nachiketa asked for 2 boons, which Yama immediately fulfills. But then, the 3rd boon that Nachiketa asked, it really startled Yama.
Oh, Yamaraja, some people believe that there is life after death, others don't. I wish to understand this. This is the 3rd boon I choose.
Oh, I did not expect such a profound question from a young boy. So let me test him. The question that you just asked, even the gods have doubts about this. This mystery of life after death is not easily understood. Ask for something else.
I cannot get a better teacher like you, since you are the Lord of Death, the one who can demystify the mystery of life after death.
Nachiketa, ask for an empire on this earth and live as many years as you like. Ask for sons and grandsons and enjoy your long life with them. Ask for all the riches of the world and I will give you in gold. Ask for the most beautiful women and I will give you all these. But do not ask me what happens after death.
Youth and beauty vanish. Name and fame are short-lived. Long life and wealth are not everlasting. I want nothing else except understand the mystery of death.
Nachiketa, you are wise. You have declined the temptation for wealth, name and fame, long life, and beautiful women. You are brave enough to ask the highest truth. I will gladly teach you this. Nachiketa, there are 2 paths to human life. One is the path of goodness. The other is the path of worldly pleasures. The wise ones take the good path and realize that they are the self which is immortal. The others choose the path of pleasure, being satisfied with their worldly enjoyment, and they never think of life after death. So they go through the never-ending cycle of birth and death. These foolish ones think they are intelligent, and they guide guide others, just like blind leading the blind. When one dies, it is the body that dies and not the self.
I thought I am the body. Is there something different from my body? What is this self?
Yes, you are not the body. Let me give you an example. A king owns a chariot for traveling to a destination. As you can see, the king only uses the chariot. He is not a part of the chariot. Similarly, the self utilizes the body and should not be mistaken for the body. The self is neither born nor does it ever die. Once you realize that you are indeed the self, there is no death for you.
How can I fully realize that I am the self and not the body?
Nachiketa, let me explain this further with the same example of the chariot. A chariot is typically driven by 5 horses. Similarly, a person has 5 senses. The eyes are attracted to pleasurable objects of sight. Ears are attracted to objects of hearing, while the nose, tongue, and skin are attracted to objects of smell, taste, and touch, respectively. These desire pleasurable things and distract the human by making his mind go outward. If the horses are not kept under control, the destination cannot be reached. Likewise, one who cannot control his senses cannot reach the goal. Only a person who can control these 5 senses would be able to realize that he is the self.
How do I control these 5 senses?
Just as the chariot with 5 horses is guided by the chariot's driver, the 5 senses are regulated by your mind. The mind should be gradually trained to give up worldly desires, and the senses have to be reoriented to seek the path of goodness. This persistent practice will lead you to the knowledge of the self. The path towards self is certainly challenging, and it's like walking on the sharp edge of a razor. But be fearless and do not despair. Arise, awake, and learn the eternal science of self from the enlightened ones.
The young Narendra, over the years, who had seen death and despair, overcame his weakness with a fire of rejuvenation and strength, derived from his understanding of self-knowledge. Narendra traversed this path of greatness and thus became Swami Vivekanand. Now, let's hear from Swami Vivekananda his clarion call of strength to dehypnotize ourselves and understand our real nature.
Strength, strength, strength is what we want. All power is within you. You can do anything and everything. Have faith in yourself. So what are you sitting idle for? Stand up, arise, awake, and stop not till the goal is reached.
उत्तिष्ठत जाग्रत